Hey everybody, today is May 23rd and it has been 3 weeks since I switched out my lights in my tent. I've had a lot of requests asking to see the setup, so today, since I'm doing the light update, I thought I would just take that opportunity to show my setup as well. My tent is a 4 feet across, 2 feet deep, and 5 feet high. So it's 4 by 2 by 5. Initially, I have the Envio 4 feet, T5 by 6 tubes, and it basically covers the entire tent from corner to corner. 3 weeks ago, I switched it out to this Endomaxx light, the CMH 150. This one is a lot smaller, so there's not much heat produced from this setup. So let me take you closer and show you what it looks like. So there it is here, the Endomaxx CMH 150. It's a very small setup, very light. It doesn't produce as much heat as what I had with the T5, because the T5 was much larger and it's 6 tubes total, so it produces a lot of heat. So I have been using this for 3 weeks now and my plants are just loving these lights. So I will go around and show you how the plants are doing. At the same time, I'll show you a close-up of what I have going on inside my tent. Okay, so here's a close-up. This is the tent. It's 5 feet high, as I mentioned. Not a lot of space, but good enough to grow a bunch of things. As you can see, I have so many things in here. And I just have that extension cord with all the different plugs there. And then for the hanging, the tent is very easy to install. It only took me about 20 minutes to put this all together. If you are interested in what type of tent this is, I will provide the link so you can check it out. I bought this off of Amazon. And also these bungee cord, you can also get that on Amazon, and that's what I use. And the CMH light comes with these hooks, so they just hook right up. And that's how they stand up. So as you can see, the lights is very, very small. No heat at all. It's very, very cool lights, so it doesn't produce too much heat. So you can put the plants very up close to it and it wouldn't affect the plants at all. The larger plant is about maybe 10 inches from the light, and the smaller plants are about 2 feet away from the lights. I have some plants outside of the tent that are also doing really well. This is my Thai bird's eye, and look at these are fruits. There's a few, and then there's flowers. I also grow microgreens out here, propagated basil, and here's some other dragon fruit here as well. These things are really, really cool. It started out as a very tiny little plant, and these are a few months old now. I don't have space to move this out or separate them, so I kept them all in one container. So I have like probably 20 or 30 in each of those containers. And I separated this one, and that produces 2 little shoots there. It's pretty tall now, so it's a nice looking plant. Okay, so and the rest here, if you go back to the previous video where I initially showed the lights for the very first time when I switched it out, these guys here and them and this one are basically little seedling like that size. So this is 3 weeks growth. And then these were also very small, and look at them, they're very happy. These are such beautiful plants. These here are my personal crosses. I will show you what these are in the future. This is a very unique one. I thought that would not work as a cross, but it did. Very, very interesting plant. It looks totally different from the rest of them because the leaves are always a lighter green color, like a kind of like yellowish, and it looks like it's deficient, but it's not. I mean, I fed it with everything I could, and it just still remained the same unique looking color, and the rest are just darker green. Look at this beautiful guy. Okay, so those are my crosses. This here in the middle, this big bush, is my Ornamental Superhot that I created from propagating 2 branches. The left side here is the Brazilian Ghost Red. The right side here is the MOA Scotch Bonnet. These guys are just putting out buds like crazy. See, there's buds everywhere. And it's really loving the lights, I can see. I mean, it just grows like crazy. And I have a video that I made recently where I switched out the container to a larger one. Even with the larger container, this is the gallon, it still drink a lot of water very quickly, so maybe eventually I will put this into a 5-gallon bucket to see how much more it will grow. But let me show you the fruits. These are MOA fruits. The MOA are very unique looking fruits. They will turn a very beautiful yellow color eventually. Some of them will have stingers. And there's another one there. Lots of little fruits. And some will have Scotch bonnet shapes, and some will just have really unique shape that looks, I don't know what it looks like. It's some are long, some are short, some are round, but they're very, very interesting plant. I grow this every year because I just love this plant. And then on this side is the Brazilian Ghost, and I have one larger fruit down here at the bottom. It's just resting on the container. And then the rest of them are around here. There's a lot of fruits. They're more in the back. They sort of blend in with the leaves because they're still green. But these are just absolutely gorgeous fruits. And the thing about this is they're very, very spicy. I mean, one of the hottest fruits I've ever tried. And Dave did a review on this too, so if you're interested, check it out on his channel. And even he said it was very, very hot. So these are 2 propagated branches, and the reason I propagate them is because I grow my plants in very close proximity and they can easily cross each other. And so to secure their genetics, I just go ahead and propagate them each time. So this is the 3rd time I propagated the same tree. So each time I propagated a branch, it's sort of like become renewed again, like just a young plant starting all over. So I'm gonna keep propagating each time to see if I can do it indefinitely. But it seems like it worked, but I don't know for sure. I'll have to test to see. But this is a 3rd generation propagation. And here's some more hydro plants. Nice looking roots. And I have some aloe, dragon fruit. And these back here are jade plants. And believe it or not, all of these here came from one single branch. And the branch grew, and I just snip off the top, place it in the soil, and then more would grow. I even start a few back there with just a single leaf. So jade plants are very cool looking plant. They're awesome, they're easy to propagate, and one leaf can grow into a new plant. Okay, and then here, this plant is the most interesting plant in this whole tent, because what it is the bottom is the Trinidad Scorpion Cardi, as you can see there, and the top is a bleeding borgnine. So basically I cut the top of the bleeding borgnine, I grafted it onto here, and the union healed up really nicely, and now it becomes one plant, and the top is blooming as well as the bottom. So scorpion's blooming and bleeding borgnine is also blooming. So it's inside a smart pot right now. Very cool looking plant. These are another of my propagated Brazilian Ghost that I have made out of a soup container. I have a video on how to do that, so if you want to check it out, I'll link you as well. So this is just a branch. And propagation is so easy. You can just do it this way as well. Just drop a branch in water, and there it is, roots. And look at this, one little tiny plant, tons of flowers. I don't know if this will become fruits or not, but look at all that. in the roots. Okay, so that's the tour of my tent. Here's a final look at what I have going on. Another look at my lights. Endomaxx CMH 150. Very cool looking light. I really like this. And some information about the lights. If you want to take a look at this, you can pause the video, or you can go to the website and check it out. Okay, that's the update for my lights and a little bit of a tour for my tent. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and don't forget to check the description section because I will post more information there. Okay, thanks for watching.